What is up, students? It's Devlin Cassidy, aka The Scholar, coming back at you guys today. A little match. Got Narukami versus Dimension Police. So as we see here, my friend Jared has to open with the G assist. He is going first, trying to hit that superior ride. Finds the new screw, so he's able to check top 5 after this G assist to potentially hit into the Heisen to superior ride on me, which will put me way far behind. We're getting rid of a PG and a crit. That slight little pause kind of just tells me that he misses, so he ends up adding the Demolition Dragon. So now I'm just making that Jared doesn't top deck it next turn. Jared's now just kind of figuring out what he wants to discard here. He ends up pitching a Demolition Dragon. So either he has a second one in hand or something, but yeah. So I draw for turn. I'm going to ride into that beautiful Eternity Chaser. Just get that value, get the quick shield, and just swing out for 8 here. Jared says no guard, hit the die prop, and I hit the Heisen. My little celebration there, so that way I don't get absolutely high rolled out of this game. So he has to ride into the Zuiten without the Heisen. Just feels bad. I actually do not know why I do not take this. Even though it doesn't matter because he hits the crit, it's just more of the so like I just got rid of the best discard fodder for a chaser, so that's kind of a misplay on my part. I just should have taken it. I do ride die prop, end up pitching, I believe, the Grand Wisdom. Pitch the Grand Wisdom, and I reveal the Taser Lage. And let's see what I go and find out here. Just set up and grab the Dizaris. Probably thinking back on it, I like actually grabbing Eternity Chaser, a Heal Guardian, just in the case that if he doesn't have commit to a grade 2 rush, he's able to do if he either lets me ride up. But I think in the end it just kind of works out. So I'm going to pop down a Gale Sludge, Soul Blast 1. So I end up drawing off the Gale Sludge, poke him for 9. And the reason I do this is because I know Naru's not going to be able to effectively use all of that CB to start until he gets to his Exterminate turn, which since he did not hit the Superior Ride, he's not going to be able to do that early. I do hit the crit to blow over the Heal Guardian, so send Jared to 3 and put him in that sweet spot for Dimension Police where definitely all of my next swings threaten lethal. And then he on the on ride with Steve, he just bound the Gale Sludge. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do. He's trying to find a way to stabilize just because of that GS has set him so far back. I don't know necessarily. I think he was just scared because my die liner was going to be 3 crit. And so even though he would have been able to stride, I don't know. Who we really will never know. So this is 20 now. I think I just no guard this. Yep, I just no guard. Hits the twin drive, heal trigger. He does heal, which is huge. Just takes the Nusku out just because he'll be able to revive it if he goes to 4. And there's that. Then he's going to draw the card off the Demolition Dragon. So I was explaining to him, just there's nothing really of high value in my drop zone. If there's grade 3s in my drop zone, I can recur them to my hand with the new G Guardian. That is absolutely crazy. I just end up smacking down that Force 2. I think I begin to debate here between a Geoma Glass and a... I think I end up going into a Unibird just to force out the Elementaria. Just because I wanted a little more cards in my hand. I think I end up, yep, I do end up going Unibird after reconsidering. Because this is some good old play testing. This was like the 8th time I played this deck. Still trying to figure out all of that muscle memory. And we'll call him the Dizaurus. Call it crit. Call the Taser Lage. Call the Laurel, and then I will call the crit type, I believe. It is really balanced though that Linka is that GB2, because just being able to first stride and then have Sentinel Break would be crazy in terms of Unibird, so even though Linka is still a really broken card and could be considered to be watched on the ban list, the fact that it is not extremely impactful on that first stride unless I was able to ride up in G-Guard keeps it off of having a lot of pressure, just in the cases and orders of natural turn. So I just swing 17 here. I don't think it's really too important to go with the Laurel because I know I'm at least going to force out the Elementaria, so I'm not too crazy of just trying to force out the Sentinel Break. Until the following turn. So he takes it, going back to 3. So the Dizaurus is not going to have me really lose any power because it's just going to give 10 to him. When he loses the 10 from Dizaurus going into Soul, he just gains it right back. Same with these 2 crits. Draws 2. So 108 with the burst, and I will end up flipping another Geoma Glass. Six drive checks. So now he knows confirmed I have the Linka, even though I already had it. And now that I have the Linka in hand, but also finding that Grand Monk could be important too. Maybe giving resist in the future. my board to maybe not be affected. So there is going to be a little bit of rewind here because Jared realizes he cannot get rid of the Taser Lage. So I'm explaining to him, you just move it, you don't get the bind because you didn't bind the card for the first for the soul. Which is why I set up my rear guards like that, just to disappear, to force him to not be able to interact with like the Laurel or anything guaranteed. That's what I was playing around, because I still wanted to commit the Laurel and get the power, because I didn't have all that good pieces in hand, but given with that, yeah, so he realizes he turns it on, but I let him rewind just because, again, we're still playtesting. He's trying to figure out this matchup. I'm still trying to figure out how this deck works. Then I'm striding, and he'll go into Exterminate. Goes Exterm. He's going to draw 2 here. So he forgot to make the Accel Circle. I just caught it, but thankfully it didn't do anything because there's no top 5 or checking. But please remember to do your gift abilities when you ride. They're good. So he calls down that Esperidia. That's a really good sauce tech for this deck. I mean, just having these extenders that these attack benefiters that can just continually gain value are insane. I really don't know why he called over that when he could have just easily called that to another column to push, just because it's just a free 5k booster that he just kind of gets rid of. I'm still a little bit confused on why that was the selection, but again, he obviously has a game plan. I'm gonna call it to the Accel Circle. I have 10 in hand, and all of my grade 3s are 10k shield, or 15k shield because of Geoma class face up. Gives that 20k there. Again, I think he could have really built that right column just on the left side and just pushed the starter up if he wanted to push for game here. He's gonna swing at me for 38. I think I just take this just to see if I can stabilize against that 20k buffer. Just damage check a die liner. So all my die liners apparently want to go to the damage zone today. I will PG with that Grand Monk here. Just reminding him if he wants to do the Viridia, he has to do it on the Soul Blast. And he will restand. And since it is over 30k that attack, I will be able to draw a card off the Grand Monk. Card's really good. I think more people should play it. Oh, he finds the crit off the drive check. So hits double crit here. Now, the one thing I will say is he definitely should have put 110k in the crit on the Esperidia. The reason I say that is since he's in a losing position, I don't want him to draw more cards. And so now he's forcing me to guard cards that he wants to hit. And that's the thing that I would change is, yeah, you could definitely even just give the crit to Esperidia. force me to guard. But yeah, if you wanted any of those demolition dragons to hit, you definitely should not have given them the pressure, because I may have been incentivized and maybe let the one that doesn't have the crit pass. But that's the one thing that I would have changed, because anything with an on hit, if you give it pressure to where your opponent's just really incentivized to guard it beyond just you getting the on hit of that it will kill you, I would spread it to a unit that could just provide more pressure given off the crit. So make that a 48 K swing. Definitely makes it harder for me to guard because of my intervals of 15. Middle stand and draw here. I find the die liner, so now I'm just pretty good. I have the units I want. I can stride, and I have the Linka. So in my eyes, I kind of have this game. Just figuring out like what is the best course of action. Is it either X Gallop or is it Unibird? Which Unibird getting the guaranteed 4th crit, I find it a little more impactful. So I think I do end up going Unibird on the 2nd. So I do stride with the die liner. Yeah, I originally go X Gallop, but then I consider it again and go, wait, I don't see any PGs. So plus I didn't have a Dizoris. I probably would have done that if I had a Dizoris in hand, just because it would be able to pressure. So explaining him though what X Gallop does, but I don't believe I still go into. I think I just go into another Unibird and just attempt to win the game. I just call the die arm and the Linka. This is 108, goes to 216. Do the Gale Sludge there. See if he wants to CB or Soul Blast. Since he cannot Soul Blast, I'm going to neg it by 5,000. I'm just flipping another Geoma Glass. 5 drive checks. They all have Sentinel Break. So he's seeing if he's going to be able to hard guard it. I don't think he's going to be able to. He just doesn't have the cards in hand. If it was 100 or around there somewhere, probably. But it's... So he didn't find the Heal Guardians. And even if he did counteract, I would just want to bind. So he just finally just accepts that he's not going to be able to hard guard 216 for crit. So he's just going to beg that on these 5 drive checks I do not hit a grade 3 to nullify the Sentinel. So he just is confirming the guard step there. So first, second is the Dizoris, nullify the Sentinel. Third, fourth, and fifth, all blanks but 4 crit. And that is game. Quick up on the screen here, after we bump it, is our deck lists are shown here at the end of the screen. We have first Jared's with good old Narukami Eradicator Superior Ride. His deck profile is already up on my channel. It will be linked in the description below. And then next we have my DP list I use, which also his profile is up on the channel. But before you guys go and get on out of here, please shop with Kingslayer cards and use the code SCHOLAR to save 5% off. Helps me, helps them, and helps you get awesome cardboard. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys are having a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. I love y'all, and until next video, guys, take care.